Okay, I'd like to make a video explain about the limit switch on the ink station and Optical. If you switch on the machine, it will do like this. It's power on. Okay, power is on. So first step, it will move the ink station lower, then move the carriage back. Okay, that's typically what's happening. Let me pause this and I'm gonna remove this one. Remove this one so I can show you more. So you can see remove this stainless steel piece. This is a piece just for protection. Very easy to remove. Just want to some I think for. Okay, let me pause this. Okay, I remove the bolts. Let me take this out. Let me show you again when we switch on. If you're looking carefully, this is the sensor. And this bracket will come down, trigger it, then carriage is starting to move. Carriage also have a bracket. You see this bracket gonna go inside the sensor. That's the whole motion. Okay, let's show you again what's called starting sequence. Okay, so looking very carefully, this is the sensor that let me higher it. It's the white part actually is a cable connector. The black part is the sensor, and there are two poles. One is shooting photon, another one is receiving. So something in between will block in the signal. This one probably more easier to see. So the white part has three cords: two for power, one for signal. Is the connector for the connector, and then is two poles. One is shooting photon, one is receiving photon. That's why it's called photon sensor. Okay, so let me start in there again, show you one more time. When you switch on the machine, the sequence of the printer or the print EXP printer or the same sequence, lower the station, so to avoid bumping the carriage, then carriage coming back to limit switch. Okay, then you can see machine started. At this moment, the print EXP will starting to load the parameters, all of those. Okay, let's see what if the sequence cannot be complete. What's gonna happen? Then move it out. Okay, so let's first remove a sensor of the ink station. Okay, you don't do this. Okay, please. So we disabled that limit switch in the bottom. Generally, this limit switch is the same, but the system have different settings. In this particular case, this signal is the system looking for is to appear of the signal. They're looking for the signal appear. So when the signal appear, they know this is arrived, bottom. But in the carriage, in this particular case, in this machine setup, is looking for disappear of the signal. Later I will show you when we disconnect that one. So we disconnect this one. Let's see what's gonna happen. We switch it on, and if you're looking carefully here, the ink station was starting to go down, but the trigger is nothing, so it's keep going. Eventually it will time out and stop. Okay, the machine gonna stop. The carriage won't move because for the machine point of view, it's very dangerous. They do not know where the ink station is. And at this moment, you're probably gonna see print EXP give errors, like ink stack error, ink motor error, combined operation cannot be performed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's switch off. Let's try see if, and let me put this one back first. let's remove the sensor for the carriage. So we disabled this one. Let's see what's gonna happen. So first, this one will also go down, and will go down. Okay, then you can see the carriage. Normal operation is move a little bit left, then go right, and stop, right? But you can see it's starting to move a little bit left because they saw the disappearance of the signal, which is already there because we took the cable off. Let me switch off. We took the cable off. So the machine think this thing is actually, this carriage is actually here. That's why the disappear of the signal being found. That's why they cannot move in anymore. They just back a little bit as whatever the system setting of a back distance is, then finishes the sequence. So in this one, you won't really see error, but you cannot see its back station, back to the ink station, okay? So now, either if you see this keep going up and down or this one do not back, we know it's a limit switch. We need to change it. Next one, I tell you how to change it, but let me put this one back first. Now let's see how to change this. First of all, no matter this one or that one, it's always have a cable, you just unplug it. Okay, that one is also unplug it. Okay, you figure out. Then this one only have one bolt. One bolt, okay. If you see the bottom one, also only one bolt. Yeah, difficult to see, yeah. But you can see only one bolt. If you can see, I can show you. Let me use a screwdriver to show you. So that is a bolt, okay? So you actually reach from the top. You can see the bolt very nicely. See the bolt. This one. So you from the top. I cannot do it now because my phone is blocking this. But you just losing it. Okay, let me show you how this one. So you just losing it, and you push hard. You push too hard. Okay. Let me pause this. Okay, I'm back. So let me pause this. So you just remove this. Okay, it's already off. Just make sure you don't lose everything. Okay, that's the one. You can buy this on the buy this. Yeah, you can buy this on the buy this. Buy this online store. You say buy this.co.za. Or you can scan this QR code. Not this one. One of the QR code. Okay. So you can find this one is the SKU. I'm gonna show you the page after this. Okay. You just basically take this out, then replace it, plug in the cable back. Very simple and easy. Mostly this one which I took off is less likely to break, but sometimes if you accidentally bump it, they break. The bottom one, if you operate nicely, they normally don't. But if you get the ink or something down, sometimes damage it. Okay, but this is how you change it. Very simple and easy. Just take it out and put it. Let me pause this. Okay, I put it back. Make sure do not over tight it. If you should over tight, you're actually gonna break this. It's a plastic piece, but you make sure it's not wobbling. And very important, you need to push this back to check if it's actually in the center, able to block in the signal and without bumping on it. This one is the same. You can just turn it to make sure it's going to the center without bumping on it. Okay. That's how you change it. Of course, we need to put the cable back. Okay, very difficult for me to do it with one hand, so let me just pause this. Okay, when you put it back, this is actually a connector that you cannot really reverse, because if you reverse, you not go in. But you technically can force go in, but please don't. And maybe you take a photo before you taking it out, and it's like that. So you just go inside. Then this thing back to work. Okay, I'm gonna show you the website where you can buy this thing and buy this. Okay, but let's see, it's back normal. See, and then we trigger the sensor. Install. This come up. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, this is this sensor on the website. This is called SKU. You can search this on buythis.co.za. You search it, you will find this, and then you can buy it online. Okay. Or you can directly just buythis.co.za/AE/sensor/optical. Okay. That's how you get this sensor. We ship nationwide, even other countries. No, we do not ship into other countries, but they can buy it. Thank you.